Welcome to this watch party / play-by-play for the Rays and Astros game number 1. Here is the lineup for the Rays tonight. Leading up is Josh Lowe. Batting second, playing second base, number 8, Brandon Lau. Batting third and DHing is number 2, Yandy Diaz. Batting in the cleanup spot is the first baseman, number 62, Jonathan Aranda. Batting fifth is the third baseman, Junior Caminero. Batting sixth and playing left field is Chandler Simpson. Batting seventh and playing center field is Cameron Meisner. Batting eighth and playing shortstop is number 77, Jose Caballero. And batting ninth and catching, making his Rays debut, is Matt Thaiss. On the mound for the Astros is Ryan Gusto. And here's the first pitch. We are underway at 2 minutes past 8:10, 8:12. First pitch is a ball to Josh Lowe. Lowe comes into the game batting .298 with 2 home runs and 3 ribbies on the season. The next pitch to Lowe is a strike. The count is now 1-1. The umpires tonight are Nick Marley behind the plate, Mark Rippinger at first base, Vic Carapazza at second, and Nick Lintz is at third. The next pitch to Josh Lowe is a ball. The count is 2-1. Just underway with game 1 of 4 between the Rays and the Astros. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Lowe. Outside for a ball, 3-1. Four pitches into the game and already a 3-ball count to start. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Josh Lowe. Fouled off by Josh Lowe. That was a cutter thrown by Gusto. And it's a full count now to Josh Lowe. Like I said, just getting started here in this 4-game weekend series for the Rays against the Houston Astros. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Gusto to Josh Lowe. It is high. They appeal down to third. Lentz says that Josh Lowe did not go. And Gusto has walked Josh Lowe to start the game. And now Brandon Lau comes to the plate with Josh Lowe at first base. I would not be surprised if Josh Lowe doesn't try to steal second here. Give it at least one pitch. One pitch or less, and Josh Lowe's on second base. The first pitch to Lau is in there for strike 1 on a curveball. Lau has 11 home runs this year in 51 games, 6 in his last 13. The 0-1 pitch to Lau. And Lau is batting .249 on the year. And Lau has a base hit off the changeup. Josh Lowe goes first to third on that single by Brandon Lau. Rays are in business, first and third with nobody out for Yandy Diaz. Nice hit by Brandon Lau there. And like I said, Yandy Diaz is at the plate with 2 on and nobody out in the first. Diaz is hitting better over the last month. First pitch to Diaz is outside for a ball. 1-0. Yandy on the season, .233, 7 home runs, 29 RBIs, slugging .663 with a .202 average this month, which is not pretty. But I bet you Yandy's going to drive in a run here. Diaz, that's going to be a sacrifice fly to right field. 1-0 Tampa Bay. Sac fly, scoring Josh Lowe, and the Rays take a 1-0 lead. And it'll be Jonathan Aranda to hit with 1 out. Attaboy, Yandy, way to do the job. Way to get the run home. Sac fly. Aranda on the season, 7 home runs, 30 RBIs, 6th in average in the American League, 5th in on base percentage in the American League. And that first pitch is a ball. I need to see why this thing has not updated. Give me a second. There we go. Now it has. Do y'all see the score on the thing? 1-1 count to Jonathan Aranda. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Aranda from Ryan Gusto, who's throwing 12 pitches in the first inning. And that raises the corner of the strike zone for a strike. It is now 1-2 on his four-seam fastball, which sits at 95 miles an hour. Gusto is a rookie for the Astros, and the Astros have had issues with their rotation. The 1-2 pitch to Aranda is fouled off. Aranda, like I said, is hitting .315, which is the best average on the team. Gusto, as a starter, has a .596 ERA, a opponent's average of .292, opponent's OPS of .859. The next pitch to Aranda, they ask down to Lentz again, and Nick Lentz says nope. Jonathan Aranda did not go. The count is now 2-2 to Aranda with 1 out in the first inning. We might need to find another place to get the score. If you give me 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go over to right here. So Aranda, it's first and second for the Rays. Well, Aranda will have walked when you're seeing this next pitch. The 3-2 to Aranda. And Aranda walks. Lau tried to steal second, but mute point as Aranda walks. So the Rays have first and second for the third baseman, Junior Caminero. The Astros are a half game out of first place in the AL West. Rangers 4.5, Angels 5.5, A's 8. The pitching coach for the A's is out there. For the Astros is out there. 17 pitches here in the top of the first for Ryan Gusto. And now the next three due up for the Rays are Caminero, Simpson, Meisner. Let's see if the Rays can add on here in the top of the first. Caminero comes into the game, 249 average, 10 home runs on the year, 26 RBIs, 729 OPS. Most players age 22 or younger for Caminero with home runs. First pitch to Caminero gets the bottom part of the strike zone for a strike. Yeah, that barely touched the corner, but I guess that's a strike. 0-1 pitch to Caminero with first and second occupied with Lau on second, around on first. And Caminero hammers the sinker foul by Gusto. And the count goes to 0-2. Camaro's 207 versus left-handed pitching and 269 versus righties. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Caminero with 1 out. And Gusto steps back off the mound. I don't understand why. I sense a home run coming from Caminero. And ball. 1-2 count to Caminero. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Caminero. On the ground, foul. Still 1-2 to Caminero with it's still 1 out. One, two to Caminero. And Caminero fouls it off again. Another foul ball by Caminero. Still 1-2. 22 pitches so far in the first inning for Ryan Gusto. And Caminero fouls another one off. Still 1-2. And 2-2 to Caminero. Here is the 2-2 pitch to Junior Caminero. Runners do not advance. Early. And Caminero pops up 3-2 pitch. Out number 2. We're going to go back to, we're going to try the Rays game. Let's see if they have the updated at bat. Hold up. We're trying to get it up to the correct game. Oh. Caminero, you saw this. Yes, I see it's the bottom of the first. That's why I'm not saying anything. Simpson at the plate. I know it says the bottom of the first, so I'm gonna have to stick with me here because okay, we can get the Astros lineup in. Leading up is Jeremy Pena. Batting second is Paredes, the third baseman. Batting third is the designated hitter, Jose Altuve. Batting fourth is the first baseman, Victor Caratini. Batting fifth is the center fielder, Jake Myers. Batting sixth is the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Batting seventh is the right fielder, Cam Smith. Batting eighth is the left fielder, Zach DeZenzo. And batting ninth is Mauricio Dubon. So that goes. Oh, it's already a 1-0 count on the batter, but so that goes Pena, Paredes, Altuve, Caratini, Myers, Diaz, Smith, DeZenzo, Dubon. And the Rays already have one out in the bottom of the first. We were delayed. I don't know why. Let's just see. This is annoying. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I know we're behind by an out. I think we're gonna be up to date here in a second. So there's a ground out to Cabanero for out number one from Shane Baz. 2 pitches. And now we're up to date. I just need to get the first 2 pitches to Paredes. Isaac Paredes. 11 home runs, 10 of them at home. And of course, for Paredes, you know, he's a pull hitter. He only hits his home runs to left field, which you think benefits him very well in let me try something here. Try to see if we can get scores. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that we're switching this so much. Just trying to find an accurate score. Something that no. Gamecast. Okay, so there's one out. So it's a 2-2 count on Paredes with one out in the bottom of the first. The pitch. This is what we're staying on now, ladies and gentlemen. No, I asked for Altuve's at bat now. It's going to be a quick first inning for Shane Baz, it looks like. Yeah, we're sticking with this. So the next batter is Altuve. And I think we know what happens with Altuve. Pitch to Altuve. And he's going to line out to third base to end the first inning. Altuve lines out. A 1-2-3 inning for Shane Baz. And we will go to the second. So we got to stick with the Astros. Okay. We have. It's not what I need. Hold up, ladies and gentlemen. We need this. Hold up, ladies and gentlemen. I am having some. We're having scoreboard difficulties. Raising Astros. Right there. Perfect. We should be good now. Yep, we are. Sorry about that. Now we're going to zoom in. As we can see top of the second here. So 1-1 count on Cameron Meisner. I'll upgrade you on. Come on. Just. You get a full screen of me. I will give you the score and all of that. I've got the lineup card in front of me. Cameron Meisner due up first for the Rays. First pitch to Meisner is on the inside outside corner for a strike. Meisner 231 on the year with 4 home runs, 15 ribbies, 299 on base percentage, 35th overall pick in 2019 by the Rays. Here's the second pitch of the at bat from Gusto. It's another strike. So it's a 1-2 count on Cameron Meisner. 1-2 to Cameron Meisner, just starting the second inning, and Houston in game 1 of 4 between the Rays and Astros. Here's the next pitch. Gusto's pitch is whacked to center field, turning around Myers, but Jake Myers makes the catch for out number 1. And outfield is DeZenzo in left, Smith in right, Myers in center. The corners and the infield for the Astros are Caratini and Paredes, with Pena and Dubon up the middle, with Yainer Diaz catching for his battery mate, Ryan Gusto. And it is Jose Caballero at the plate. He swings and misses at a four-seam fastball outside the zone for strike number 1. Rays lead it 1-0 in the second inning with 1 out. Caballero, 1 home run on the year, 16 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch to Caballero, too high for a ball 1. Share screen. Like this. Ooh. So 1 and 2 count on Caballero. It was 1 and 2 on Caballero, but it's now. It's now still 1 and 2 on Caballero. I might do it the old way. Yeah, we're gonna stop sharing screen. We're gonna do this the old way, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Caballero. It is too high, ball 2-2 to Jose Caballero. Again, the score is still 1-0 Rays in the top of the second. Let's see what Caballero can do here. Ball 3 in the dirt. 3-2 to Jose Caballero with Matt Thaiss, the on deck hitter. Three-two to Caballero still. Three-two pitch coming to Caballero. And it's down to Paredes at third. And Caballero's going to be safe at first. Reaches on it. Probably what's going to be counted as an error. And give me a second. Let me answer this. Here's the first pitch to the catcher, Matt Thaiss. And it's on the outside corner for strike number 1. Thaiss making his Rays debut. 212 on the year with 1 home run, 8 RBIs acquired from the White Sox on Tuesday. 35 games this season for Mr. Thaiss. And a pickoff throw to first, not in time. Come on, Matt. And Caballero is safe at second base. Steals second. Man on second now with 1 out. And a stolen base for Caballero. Now Matt Thaiss has a chance to drive in his first run as a Ray. Ball 1 down in the dirt on the curveball. Only the second inning. Already 45 pitches for Ryan Gusto. And the pickoff throw back to second, not in time. Caballero back in safely. Come on, Matt. Come through, baby. Come on, Matt. There's a shot into the Astros dugout. Come on, Thaiss. And Thaiss is out number 2. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to abruptly end this.